Well, here we are in the Kaimanawas. It's meant to be a roaring, but I haven't heard anything except for a few squeals from them. You know, we're camped in the middle of the bush here. Found a little flat spot. Got a little creek just down there, so nice and handy. Got the rifle this time. Here's all camp sorted. Just arrived and just put up the tent. So I'll get all squared away and go up for a hunt. I come across a nice Sika scrape, a bit of stag sign. I've just been sitting down for some time and I noticed some movement in front of me, maybe about 70 yards away. And out comes this hind. I'll take a few photos. There's a Sika stag on the single call, not very far away. Another call from the stag. This is the spot where I can see some deer in the middle of the circle there. The master stag's down below me there, probably about 80 metres away or so. I can see some hinds down there, but I can't see a stag yet. That's what I'm after. Somewhere down there is the master stag. I can't actually see him, but I can see various hinds down there. This will be the master stag
And he's holding his hinds and he's not going to let them out of his sight, so wherever they go he's going to be following right behind them. Now I'm watching these hinds wander around down there. As I get my caller out, give a call on it. There's a mew. Now I've got their attention, I've made them aware of my position, which is probably one of my biggest mistakes I made at this point. This would put the deer on edge and alert. They're probably looking up at my position, watching for any movement. I'll get the caller out again and give a single call on it. And I noticed as I did that, a deer ran off below me, busting my position and my whereabouts. To my surprise, he's still down there somewhere. At this point, my heart's racing. The adrenaline and the excitement going through me is amazing at this point. I know he's not very far away down there, but it's just a matter of getting in close enough to see him. I can still see animals down there just wandering around, so they can't be too alarmed by my presence. Still no sign of the master stag though, and that's the one I'm after. The stag's got a real good Google on his roar. Never heard one roar like that before. Very interesting. The stag's about 50 metres away, I'd say. He's very, very close, but I still cannot see him. Very frustrating. At this point I was just expecting them to walk straight up to me like they normally do, but as this guy's holding the hinds, he's playing it safe. As I give another roar, I see another deer take off, busting my position. They ended up running down the ridge a bit further, and a few minutes later the stag started single calling again, and so I moved him down and ended up boring up one of the satellite stags. He came in, got busted a few times. They moved on down again, got busted again. This happened 2 or 3 times, but I ended up getting a few nice shots of the satellite stag that came in, and he hung around for quite some time and was quite inquisitive, so got a couple of snaps off him. It's quite nice. I later got onto another animal. This animal was probably about 30 to 40 yards away, just in the thick stuff there, but once again, just out of sight. You could probably see me, I couldn't see it, but that's just the way it goes. This is the next day. I'd heard a stag single calling from camp, probably about 200 metres away, so I stalked in on him. By now I had to be pretty close to him. That stag's got to be close. He's got to be at least 70 yards away, more or less. There was another stag calling in the background, as you heard. Another single call from the stag. Can't be too far away now. To get in close to the master stag, normally you've got to get past other animals like satellite stags and roaming hinds. That stag's got to be close. My heart's pumping now. hear something off to my right. Hear something creeping through the bush there. It's only 15 yards away. There it goes. Busted. Some little stag or satellite stag or hind came in, busted me. Meanwhile, the master stag's still roaring. It's all on. That master stag's got to be less than 20 yards away, just in through that thick stuff in front of me there. But I can't see him. I'm surrounded by animals. I can't see anything. It's frustrating. I've got to be close. Just heard it crash off. Yep, there's the signal, they're off. You can hear them running off, chirping, squealing at me. Buggers.
There's a very, very close stalk, that one. I got within 20 metres of this single calling stag. A spike had come out the side here. Blimmin' got scented me or saw me or something, and then he spooked off. The stag, the master stag, he was just standing here. This is might have been a hind here or some piss here or something. But right here, I was just up by this, I don't know, 20 metres away. And they've all spooked off now, so I'm going to give it about 10 minutes and then he'll probably start up single calling again, and we're going for another. Oh shit, that was so exciting, man. The sun's just come up over the hill. Beautiful day, stags roaring, awesomeness. Some pistol here, look. Dog's getting the scent of it. A close stalk. There's a close stalk. We'll continue the hunt. Oh, I forgot to press record. The stupidest thing that's happened. I heard a stag single calling up here. and I gave another one back, and within a minute he was like running right into me, and blim, the scope was on 6 power, so I was looking through a big brown blob, and I didn't know where the crosshairs were going. So he got within 5 metres of me, turned, bolted. I just sort of went like that. I didn't even aim through the scope because I couldn't see, and stuffed the shot. And there's no blade trail or nothing. I completely missed him. Big stag, big 8 stag, 8-pointer. Flippin' heck. I can't believe what just happened. Good grief.